what's up people, Gazanfar here. In this video, I'm going to show you that how you can create a photography portfolio website using WordPress. You might be someone who actually want to showcase your portfolio related to photography on your website, or you are someone who create the stock photographs and want to sell them on your website. Well, we have got you covered in both of these scenarios. This is a step-by-step tutorial where I will show you that how you can create a very stunning website for your photography related needs. I will walk you through on creating an interactive homepage, and I'll show you how you can create a portfolio page, and then I'll show you how you can create a specific services page where you can showcase your services. On top of that, I will show you how you can create an our process page and then our team page, and at the last I'll show you how to set up a contact us page. That is not all for this tutorial. I will also show you that how you can integrate the e-commerce part on your website. So maybe you are someone who want to sell your stock photography on the website. I have got you covered on that part as well. Anything that I use in this tutorial, you can find all of those links in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section of this video. Be sure to like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and be sure to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. So without further ado, let's get started now.
So the first thing that you have to do is to log into your WordPress dashboard, and right here you can see I'm already logged into my WordPress dashboard. So after that, what you can do is to hover over this appearance and then click on this themes, and from here right now you can see I only have this default theme activated on my WordPress. This is 2023. So we want to use our own theme. For that, click on this add new button and then click on this upload theme. From here, click on choose file. I have the theme file on my desktop, so I'll choose this theme file and then I'll click open, and from here click on install now. And once you will click on install now, the WordPress will start installing this theme on our WordPress dashboard. This may take some time depending upon the internet connection, so we'll actually have to wait until this theme will get installed. So from here, once you will see this screen, click on this activate button and it will activate this particular theme on our website. So right here you can see this theme is activated. If I open our website in a new tab, you can see the appearance has been changed, but we don't have anything for now on the website. So we'll actually have to set up everything on the website. So go back there and then click on install required plugins. Then you will see this window. Click on this checkbox here. Then from there where it says bulk actions, click here and then click on install button and then click on apply. And once you'll click on apply, it will automatically install all of these plugins that are required by this theme. Once again, you will have to wait until all of these plugins will get installed, and once they'll get installed, we are going to activate all of these plugins and then we can actually start working on our website. Alright, here you can see all of these plugins are installed. From here, scroll all the way down and then click on return to required plugin installer. And then once again, click on this checkbox and click on bulk action, and this time choose activate and then click apply. And now once you will click apply, all of these plugins will get activated all at once. So here you can see it says the following plugins were activated successfully. So that indicates that all of our plugins are activated. In order to verify, click on this plugins. And once you will click plugins, this kind of window will appear. From here, right there, you will see a tiny cross icon. Click here and it will turn off this window for you. And you will be redirected to your WordPress dashboard. From here, you will see this option QI Aaron's diagnostic data collection. Click on no thanks, that's not important, and then click here. From now, once again, we can click on these plugins in order to verify our plugins. So once you will click on this these plugins, you will see all of these plugins that are being activated on our website. So that now we have activated all of these plugins, we can actually start importing the data on our WordPress website. So for that, hover over to this option where it says Solene dashboard, and then from here click on this import button. And once you will click on this import button, here you will have the option to choose between whether you want to choose the WP Bakery page builder or you want to use the Elementor, or you want to use the Gutenberg. So in this video we are only working on Elementor, but based on your preferences you can choose any of these page builders. I'm going to choose the Solene Elementor, and then from here I want to choose all option here, and then make sure for the import attachments you mark this as yes, and then from here click on import, and here it will say, are you sure you want to import the demo data now? Click on OK, and once you will click on OK, the theme will start importing the data. This process may take some time, so you will have to wait until the demo data will get imported. Alright, right here you can see that our demo data has been imported successfully and it is completed. Now if we go back to our WordPress website, and if I click on this visit website here, or the visit site here, you will be able to see our demo data, and right here you can see this is what our WordPress has imported based on the theme that we are using. So we have this hero section right here, and this one is actually a slider, and right here you have the option to scroll between all of these slides. And then down here you have this project section where you can showcase different kind of your photography portfolio, and right at the bottom you have this additional section if you want to showcase any kind of video here. Then you have this number section, and then right here this one is a theme section, and after that you have some of these tabs where you can tell about some of your services. And then if I scroll down here, you can showcase some of your portfolios, and right there you have a blog post section, and then down here you have an additional icon section, and then there is a testimonial section and the pricing plan section, and right here you have an additional section to showcase some of the images, and then right here you have a contact form. For now the contact form is not configured properly, so we are going to fix all of these things, don't worry about this. So this is actually what we have got after importing all of these demo data. We have all of these additional pages that we might use in this video, and we may don't require some of these pages, so we are going to fix all of these things. So anyways, in order to get started, what you can do is to go back to your dashboard, and from here we can actually decide that which page we actually need on our website. So in this phase, I'm only focusing on showing you how you can use a simple photography portfolio website, and based on my experience you generally require a home page, and then you require an about page, a contact page, sometime our process page, and then our services and our team page, along with the blog page, because blog posts are very important if you want to rank your website on the Google search results. In the next phase of this course or this tutorial course, I'm going to show you that how you can set up a shop feature so that you can accept payments online using your WordPress website that we are just creating. So let's get started now. So for now I'm focusing on keeping this main home that we have, but with this theme you have multiple home page variations available to choose from. You can go through all of these options. Let me just open these options in new tabs, but we'll be keeping the home page and the about page, contact page, our process page, our services, and our team page, and then we'll be keeping the portfolio page as well, along with the blog page, and that's our all the pages that we are focusing in this page. So right here you can see this is another variation of the home page. This one is called the carousel. So this is actually a carousel, and these are all the slides to choose from, so you can scroll between all of these slides. Next option for the home page is this style of home page. This is also a slider, but it has only one slider on the home page. And then you have this interactive kind of home page where you have the names here, and then whenever you hover over these names or this text, these images appear. Then you have this parallax kind of home page. These are all the parallax sections, so whenever you will scroll through here you will see some amazing parallax animations here. Next up, this is the metro style. So you have the photo gallery on the right side, and then all of your navigation on the left side. Then this is for the wedding photography as well. So whether you want to showcase a photography website or you are interested in creating a wedding photography type of website, you can use this theme as well, and the process will remain same that I'm going to show you in this video. And this is another variation. This is horizontal scroll. So right here you can see as I am scrolling horizontally on our home page. And then next up we have this photography studio. So this is another good variation for the home page that you have. And then you have gallery kind of home page as well. If you want to choose between all of these options, you have a lot of options available to choose from. So anyways, I'm going to choose between all of these options, and I am comfortable with keeping this particular slide that we have available here, and I am liking this particular home page that we have coming from the theme. So I'll get rid of all of these additional home pages that this theme provides. So let's just start by getting rid of some of these unnecessary pages. But before we can do that, there are some important things that you have to consider, and those things are you have to set up, or you have to ensure that the WordPress is properly configured on your server. For that, what you can do is to hover over to these settings, and then you can go to this general. And once you will click on general, right here you will see this option where it says site title, and here you can change this site title. So I want to change it to photography portfolio website. You can type in your website title here, and then in here you can type in your tagline. Here it will automatically fetch the WordPress address and the site URL or the site address. Right here you can insert the administrative email, and then there are some additional information. Don't worry about those. The only important thing here is the site title, so that if you want to change the site title, you can change the site title here. Once done, click on this save changes, and once you will click on save changes, right here you can confirm that this is changed here. Next up, you can click on this reading tab, and from this reading tab you have to ensure that whichever page you want to showcase as the front page, you choose that page. So in my case, I'm comfortable with choosing this main home. That is actually the current home page of our website, this one. So I'm not going to change this. And another thing, if you are in the development phase, make sure you check mark this, that discourage search engines for indexing this site, so that Google search crawlers cannot crawl your website. And that is actually good when you are in development phase. But if you are about to launch your website, or you already have launched your website, make sure you uncheck this so that crawlers can get to your website and crawl your website and show your website on the Google search results. The final thing that you have to check in these settings is to permalink structure. So in the permalink structure, make sure you always choose post name, because post name is the most appropriate type of URL structure if you talk about the SEO. Once done, click on this save changes, and once you will click on save changes, your WordPress settings will be properly configured. Now that our settings are properly configured, we can actually start working on our website. So let's just start by eliminating some of these pages. So hover over to these pages and click on the pages, and right here you'll see all of your pages. By default, WordPress shows up to 30 pages in a page, but you can change this limit. So right here you can see it is showing 20 pages on this page, and it is dividing these pages into 4 pages. So what I want to do is to change this number to 100 so that I can view 100 pages all at once, because right now I have total of 61 pages. So now I am able to scroll down all of these pages here. Alright, so for this website, I want to keep this about us page template, and I want to get rid of this about me. So I'll click on this check mark here. Then there is the option for the blog. If we go back here and if I hover over, here are a few options for the blog page. So we have a right sidebar option available, where we'll have the sidebar on the right side, just like this. Here you can see this is the sidebar. And then we have a left sidebar option also available, where you will see the sidebar on the left side. And then we have option to choose the blog page without any sidebar. And then we have some additional options like masonry. So you can choose the masonry layout as well. So this one actually is the masonry layout. I'm comfortable with keeping this masonry layout. So I'm actually going to get rid of all of these pages except the masonry layout. So I'll choose this one and this one from here. Next up, we have this carousel gallery. These are actually the variations of the home page. So I'll choose this, and then this is not the cart page. So I'll choose this checkout page, and then we have some variation for the contact page as well. So if I go back to our website and if I hover over these pages, here you can see the contact. If I click on contact, here you'll see the multiple variations of the contact page. So this is contact 1 and this one is the contact 2. I think I'm going to keep this contact 2. So I'll keep the contact 2 and I will get rid of this contact page from here. And then you have some of these options for the 4 column wide, full screen, home, and these are actually all the options that you have for, I think, this portfolio page here. So in order to confirm, what you can do is to click on view and open these in a new tab so that you can see which pages are you looking at. So these right here I think are the product pages. So I'm not going to remove those product pages, and we are not going to do anything with these product pages, at least for now. In the next phase, when we'll be working on integrating the WooCommerce part or the e-commerce functionality on the website, we'll be looking deeply into all of these options. Anyways, so this is also the home page. I want to get rid of this. And the gallery minimal, I want to get rid of this one as well. The horizontal gallery, interactive links, landing, metro gallery, and the my account, and then the parallax showcase, passport out slider, photography studio. These are all the things that I want to get rid of based on the home page. So I have selected these options. From here I'll click on bulk select, and then I'll click on this move to trash, and then I'll click apply. And once I'll click apply, all of these pages that I have selected will be moved into the trash. So I'll keep removing all of these unnecessary pages. So we have removed up till this part. So next up we have this portfolio. So for the portfolio, we have multiple options available as well. In the portfolio, we can choose between the standard portfolio. So this is actually the standard. And then we have a gallery portfolio here as well. And this one is a gallery. Whenever you hover over, it will showcase you the category and the title of the post or the portfolio item. And then you have a masonry layout here as well. And this is how the masonry layout works. So once you will click on any of these items, it will open another page depending upon the post type or the portfolio item that you might choose. And then here you have multiple hover types as well, and here you have the option to choose between the columns. So if I click on 3 columns, here you can see we have all of these 3 columns, and this is actually the filterable element here. So based on these different categories, you can filter out all of these options. Here we have these 4 columns. So if I click on 4 column, here you can see I can filter out these themes in the 4 columns. And then if you want to keep the wide option, we have the wide option as well that will stretch through both sides of the screen, just like this. Here you can see. Anyways, I'm going to keep this, I think, the masonry layout. I like the masonry layout. So I'm going to keep this masonry here, and I'm going to get rid of all of those things related to portfolio. Anyways, we have this portfolio page available as well. So if I click on this view, you can see this is just a blank page. So we can get rid of this page as well. So I'll choose this page, and then I'll choose all of these options that are not necessary. I'm only going to keep this masonry here. So I'm going to remove all of these things here. Look at this tiny dash icon here, this tiny dash icon indicating that all of these pages are actually under this portfolio page. So whichever page I'm selecting have the parent page as the portfolio, and they are all the child of this portfolio page. So I only uncheck or remain unchecked this masonry because I want to keep this and I want to remove all of these unnecessary pages. Next up, we have this privacy policy pages. Maybe you want to keep the privacy policy, or maybe you want to not. So let's just keep the privacy policy. I'm going to remove this duplicated page here. I want to remove this refund and return policy from here. I want to remove the sample page. These two are actually the shop pages. I'm not going into details on these pages. Then we have these test pages here, and then these test headings right here. Here we have this wedding photography that is actually for the home page. So these are all the pages that I want to remove in this go. So I'll click on this bulk action, and then I'll click on move to trash, and then I'll click apply. And once I will click apply, it will automatically remove all of these pages and they all will be moved in the trash. So here you can see we have removed the 40 pages in this go, at least till now. So here let's just look at these pages: 2 column, 3 column, split showcase, Solene blog, and then we have this masonry here as well. And this is for the portfolio. Here you can see it is indicating that the parent page is portfolio. So here this is the 2 column, and this 2 column is actually for the shop, and this 3 column is for the shop as well. And then we have the split showcase, which is not working, and then we have this Solene blog here. For now is to get rid of this split showcase because that was not working. So I'll click on this trash. By the way, if you will notice we have this arrow here. If you will click accidentally any of these arrows, the alignment of all of these things will be reversed. So if I click it here again, right here you can see we have about us at the top. If I click here now, here you can see we have 2 columns at the top but the about us at the bottom. So I'll click here so that we have the about us at the top here. So till now we have removed all of these unnecessary pages that were not required. So just because we have removed these pages, we'll actually have to set up this navigation that we are seeing right here. This is called the navigation. All of these links, they are called the navigation. So we need to fix this navigation now. So in order to do that, go back to your WordPress dashboard, and then from here hover over to this appearance and then click on menus. And once you will click on menus, here you will see something like this, anything in red indicating that those pages are removed. So what you can do is to click on this tiny arrow and then you can click remove, so that you can remove all of these items that are not currently available and we have already removed from our WordPress dashboard. So simply remove all of those items just like how I am doing right now. So under the pages, I have removed this about me page as well, and I have removed this contact as well. So I'll remove this here as well. And then we have some of these additional pages that we are not required, and we are not going to talk about these as well because I think generally they are not required. So once done, click on this save menu. Once you will click save, this menu will get saved, and here you can see it says divided left menu. And if you click here you will see all of these options here, and this one is actually the main menu. So click on the main menu and then click select, and once you will click select, now you will see this navigation menu that is actually responsible of showcasing all of these options here. So we actually need to remove this option. So from here, what we can do is to remove all of these items that are in red because they have been removed already. So I'm clicking on remove button here so that we can remove all of these options. All right, under the pages, I wanna once again remove this about me and the contact version 1. And under the portfolio, I wanna get rid of all of these options except masonry. So I'll remove this. I'll remove this one as well, and I'll bring it on top, and I'll remove this. And for the hover types, we don't need them. I'll click on remove so that we can remove them. And then we can get rid of this hover type from here as well, and we can get rid of these types as well. Here for these columns, we can get rid of these columns as well. So this 4 column, 5 column, 5 column wides, 4 column wides, they are not required because we are not going to use them. 6 column wide, and then we can remove this layout here as well. So these are the portfolio singles. Don't worry about the portfolio singles. I'm going to show you that how they work. So simply remove these as well. So I'm also going to remove this as well. We are not going to use this proofing gallery as well. So I'll remove this here, and I'll remove this also, and I'll remove this proofing gallery. And then from here, we actually want to use this masonry layout. So I'll get rid of this. And then this also, this right sidebar, we want to keep this masonry here. And then under the post types, we want to remove all of these things that are under this post type. I also want to remove this post type option here as well. For now, we want to keep this shop thing here, but I want to remove these additional things that you are seeing here because we already have removed all of those things. So I'm going to remove this as well. And I'm also going to remove these shop pages here as well. Then these are some layouts for the shop that we'll be seeing in the phase 2. For now, click on this save menu, and once you'll click on save menu, all of these menu will get saved again. And here you can see it says main menu has been updated. If we go back and if I refresh our website again, here you can see we have a few options left here. So we have home, and under that we have this main home, and under the pages we only have about us, contact, our process, our services, and our team. Under the portfolio we only have this masonry, and under the blog we have masonry, and under the shop we have these options available. All right, we are going to arrange those options. So I want to keep this main home on the top, and I want to get rid of this thing from here as well. By the way, if you want to use some icons, you can use those icons as well. Here, if you will click any of these items, here you will see this icon pack, and if you will click on this icon pack, from here you can choose one of those icon packs, and from here you can choose these icons that are available here. So for example, if I choose this camera icon from here, and then if I click on this save menu, there should be the icon before this home here. So if I refresh here you can see we have a tiny camera icon right there. So in this way you can use all of these icons in the menu items as well. I'm not going to use this icon anymore, so I'll remove that. And after the home page we can keep this about us, and then we can keep this contact, and above the about us we can probably use our process, and above the our process we can use our services, and under the about us we can keep our team, and then we can get rid of these pages from here. And then here where it says portfolio, I want to move this masonry on the top here, and then once you'll click here, from here you can change this option to portfolio, and this option that says custom link, you can actually remove that. So just remove this option from here. And same thing for the blog, we want to keep this masonry layout, but we are going to change the title of it. So instead of masonry we want to call it blog, simply blog. And then you can remove this custom icon from here. Let's just keep the shop for now, and then for the contact too, we want to change it to contact simply, and that's it. Let's just arrange them further. So I think our process, I'll keep it under the about us, and then the portfolio I want to keep it under main home. I want to change this main home to simply home, so that we have home, portfolio, our services, about us, contact. I want to move this blog right here below this our services, and I want to move this shop right here under our services. And now if I click on this save menu, and if we go back here and if I refresh this, here you can see all of these items have been arranged just the way I have arranged them right here in the navigation menu option. So in this way you can arrange all of these options. By the way, just to notice that this icon is still here. So I think what we'll have to do is to go back here, and from here we'll have to click there, and from here we'll choose this option here, and then we can choose on no icon there, and then we can click on save menu. And once you will click on the save menu, if we go back and if I refresh, there should not be any icon. So just like here you can see the icon has been removed. So we have arranged all of these options right here, and now you are familiar with how you can modify all of these options that are showing right here that are called the navigation menu. Alright, next up, let's see that how you can customize this side area or this hamburger area that you are seeing here. That is, whenever you click on these two lines, these are actually called the hamburger. So whenever you click here, this side panel appear from this right side. So let me show you how you can edit this area right here. So for that, what you will have to do is to actually log into your WordPress dashboard. And once you will log into your WordPress dashboard, what you will have to do is to hover over this appearance, and from here click on this widgets. And from the widgets, once you will click here, there you will see all of the widgets area that are available in the theme. So for now we are looking at this side area option right here. So click on this tiny arrow there, and once you will click on this tiny arrow, this will expand. Let me just open this website in a new tab so that we can see what we are actually editing. So if I click here you can see we have this logo, and then we have tiny text excerpt, and then we have a title that says Instagram, and here is the Instagram profile hash. And then here we have this social media icons and an email address here. So right here where you will see this side area, if I hover over here, don't worry about this where it says Solene separator widget, no preview available. Just hover over these options until you will see something highlighting. So click on this option, and once you will click on this option, right here you can see we have a logo. If you are not able to see it, simply click on this replace image, and once you will click on replace image, go to this media library, and here you can see there is our logo. And this is actually the logo that we are seeing right here at the top. So in order to change this logo, what you will have to do is to simply click on this replace image, and then you can click on the select file, and then anywhere from your computer you can choose your new logo, and then you can use that as a logo on the website. So just as an example, if I choose any of these logos, maybe if I choose this from here, and if I click on add widget, and if I click update right here, let's just go back there, and if I refresh it this time, and if I open this here, you can see this has been changed. So this is how you can change this logo here. Anyways, after that, if I scroll down, we have this text excerpt. That is actually the text. You can change the text here by simply removing this text, and you can type in your own text here. Next up, right there at the bottom, we have this social media icons. This is for Instagram, and right here for the Instagram you have all of these options. Don't worry about this. If you want to change this title, you can change this title, and whatever title you will insert here, that title will replace this Instagram title here. Alright, so after that, here you can see the Instagram link. So at my underscore wedding underscore day, here you can insert the username of your Instagram profile if you want to update that. These are all actually the spacers or the spacings, and then here we have an additional widget here. If I click here you can see it says follow us. So for the follow us, this is actually the follow us, and then if we scroll down further, here you will see that we have this email address. So this is the email address, and if you want to use your own email address, you can simply change it to your own email @email.com, and this is how you can change this email. And for the social media icons or the social links, click on this Solene social icon group, and from here don't change anything. Right here you can see it says Facebook app, so this is actually the icon, and here is the URL for the icon. You can change that URL here. So simply change this URL to your own Facebook page URL. For the Instagram, change it here, and for the Twitter, change it here as well. For the YouTube, change it here, and then you can add as many icons as you want. Right here you have the option to add all of those social media icons. Once satisfied, click on this update button, and once you will click update, all of these changes that you have made will get saved. Now you can go back, and then if you will refresh your website, and if you will see this side area, you will notice that the email that we have updated is actually updated right here. So in this way, you can update this side area that you are seeing right here. So that now we have taken care of this navigation menu and this side area, we can actually start changing our logo. So let me just show you that how you can update the logo of this website. So in order to update the logo, what you can do is to hover over here and then you can go to the dashboard of your website. And from here you will see this option, Solene options. Click on this Solene options. Here you will see this tab which says logo. So click on the logo tab and right here you have the option to choose all of these different kind of logos. So for your website logo, make sure you have a dark version of your logo and then a light version of your logo. Because if I show you the homepage of our website, you can see that we have a transparent header, and in the transparent header we require a light logo where we have a logo in the white color. But on the other pages, if I show you this portfolio page, here you can see our header is in white color, and for that white color we need a dark version of the logo. That is why make sure you add both the light logo and the dark logo for your website. And the process is actually the simple. For that, simply click on this upload button, and once you click on this upload button, you can choose any of those logos. You can choose any of these logos, or you can click on this upload file, you can click on select file, and then you can select your file and then click on select image, and this way it will upload your or update your image. And once done, you can click on save changes, and once you will click on save changes, and if you will go back and refresh this, it will automatically update the logo on your website. There is another option available, so maybe in some cases you don't want to use the logo on your website. So in that case, you can actually hide the logo. You have this option here, you can toggle this on, and then you can click on this save changes, and if I go back and if I refresh this, here you can see our logo is gone and it is no longer visible here. And on the other pages, if I refresh this as well, here also you can see our logo is not visible. So you have this option as well. By the way, we are going to keep the logo, so I'll toggle this off and then I'll click on save changes again. And now if I go back and refresh, here you can see we have this logo. So in this way, you can change the logo on your website as well. Now that we have edited the logo and the navigation menu and the side area on our website, and we are done with the header of our website, we can actually scroll all the way down and we can actually start editing or changing the options that we have available on the footer of this website. Let me just show you that how you can edit this footer that you are seeing right here. So in order to change or update the footer on your website, what you will have to do is to go back again to your website. And then from here in this panel, you will see this option, footer. And once you will click on this footer option, you have all of these different kind of option available. Under these options, the only important option that you have is this footer top columns. You can choose between how many columns you need. So let me tell you what is the difference between the footer top columns and the footer bottom columns. So for the footer top columns, anything that is here, right here, anything that is here, these are actually the footer top column, and anything that is right here in this tiny strip is the footer bottom column. So by default, you have 3 top columns on the top enabled and you have 3 bottom columns available as well. And for all of them, the footer top columns alignment or the text alignments for these columns is in the center, and same thing here as well. By center, it means anything that is under these columns will be aligned in the center here. So let me just show you that how you can edit these options that you are seeing right here. So in order to edit all of these options, what you will have to do is to hover over this appearance and then you can go to widgets. And once you will go to this widgets, alright, from here you can toggle this off, and right here you can see you have the option as footer top column 1, footer top column 2 and footer top column 3. If I toggle this on, the footer top column 1, here you can see we have this option that says follow us. So if we go back to our website, here you can see you have this title, follow us. So this is how you identify that this is the column that you are editing here. So there is the followers, and here is Solene social icons group. If you will click here, you will see all of these icons like the Facebook icon, Instagram icon, Twitter icon, YouTube icon, and any other icon if you want to include. So just to insert your links here, what you will have to do is to simply change these URLs here, and it will update the links of those social media icons. If you want to remove any of these items, what you can do is to choose these options or choose these widgets here, and then here you will see this option, these three tiny dots. Click here, and then if you want to remove, you can click on this delete, and it will remove that particular thing from that column. I'm not going to remove anything here. So here you have this email right here. Here you can see there we have this email. If I click on this email, you can actually change this email. For now it has this link inserted. We can revoke this link or remove this link. For that, click anywhere in this text and then click here, and it will remove that link. Now we can actually change the text of the email address. So here you can type in your email address @ email.com, and once done you can click on update. And once you will click update, now if I refresh our website, here you can see the email has been updated. In the second column we have this logo right here. If I close this tab and if I open this widget area, footer top column 2, right here you can see first of all we have this separator here, which is actually the spacer, and here if you will click there, here you can see we have this logo. So we have this Solene logo S here, and then you can insert your link here as well. I'm not going to insert any link here, so I'm going to remove this custom link from there, and then you have this text option available as well, just in case if you wanna include that option here. And once done, here you can see you have this stamp text. So wedding photography studio Solene. So this photography studio Solene wedding, this thing that you are seeing here is actually coming from this side. You can update this text here. Let me just show you. You can change it to text, and here you can change it to photography. And now if I click on this update button right here, and if I go back to the website and if I refresh, right here you can see this text has been changed. So in this way you can change this text as well, this rotating text that you are seeing right here. So in this column you have this newsletter option, and it has this contact form. The contact form is actually not working. So in order to edit that column, what you can do is to expand this footer top 3. In the footer top 3 right here you have this newsletter, and right here where it says Solene contact form 3, here you can see contact form is not working. From here simply choose this newsletter form and then click update, and once you will click update, let's just refresh this, and here you can see our newsletter form is back again. Now let's just see that how you can edit this footer credit here. So this is actually the footer bottom, so we'll close this footer top column. So in this footer bottom column, just expand it, and here you can see we do not have anything here. So in the footer bottom column 2, here you can see we have the footer credit. So for the copyright, and here you can change it to 2023, and here you can type in your website name. So for now I am changing it to photography studio portfolio website. That's it. And then click on this update button, and once you'll click on update button, go back and refresh this, and once you will refresh this, here it will automatically get updated. So in this way you can actually update anything in this footer as well. Alright, so that we have updated the header and footer of our website, now that we can actually start editing all of our pages on the website. So let's just start by updating this home page. So right here you can see this right here is actually a slider. So we'll begin by updating this slider right here. Right next to it we have this portfolio items. So we'll actually have to set up some of these portfolio items so that you can see how these works. Then this is actually an image, and on top of that you have this video button here, and once you will click here, this video will play just like this. Then there you have this team section, and right next to it you can here showcase some of your services. There you have this section, and then you have this blog section. Here you have some of these icon section, a testimonial, and the pricing plan section. So let's just begin by updating this slider right here. So in order to edit this slider, what you can do is to go to the dashboard of your website. And once you will go to the dashboard of your website, from here you will have to head to this slider revolution. So click on the slider revolution, and once you will click on this slider revolution, this will appear something like this. Click on this tiny cross icon, scroll all the way down until you will see this module. These are actually all these slides. So for now I am choosing show 20 per page, so it will show 20 per page. They already have labeled this based on how they used it. So here this is actually the slider we have on the home page. There's another way to confirm that which slider you are using on the home page, and that is if you go back to the dashboard of your website and then go to the front page of your website. Here when you hover over this slider revolution, here you will see this option main home. So this identifies that we are using this home slider right there on the home page. So we are interested in editing this slider. So for that, simply click on this tiny pencil icon, and once you will click on this tiny pencil icon, this will load this editor just like this. From here you can click on this no thanks button, and once you will click on this no thanks, this is how it will look. Don't worry about these are actually some custom text right here, and if you will go to your website, here you can see this is how it is looking. So don't actually worry about that. So this right here is actually the title, made with love and love. Probably you wanna edit this title or you wanna remove this from here. So in this right here on the screen, these are all the elements right here. You will click one of these elements and it will open all of the relevant settings in this panel on the right side. So for example, if I click on this small heading, if I click here you will see this heading. So from here you can change this heading. So probably you want to change it to something like high quality photographs for your events or anything like that. You can insert your own text here, and for this big heading you can click on this big heading, and where it says made with love, you can change it to made with love and affection. That is how you can change it. So for now I'm only keeping it made with love, and I'm fine with that. And this one right here is actually the image, and for the image you can easily change the size of that. Click on the image and then click on size, and here you can see there we have this width option here. For now the width is 107px, and you can change this width to anything. Let me just change it to 150px, and if I'll update it, here you can see this is how it is updated. From here you have the option to alter the X position and the Y position. We actually want to change the Y position so that we can bring it up. Once done, you can click on this save, and once you will click save, if you will go back here and if you will refresh, here you can see our heading has been updated, high quality photographs for your events, and this one is now bigger. So this is actually how you can update this. And this right here, if you will click this is actually the button that we are using. So here if I click this and if I go to this content, here you can see it has the text title as read more. Maybe you want to change it to learn more. So replace this read with learn, and then this button will be changed to the learn more. Once done, you can click on save, and once you will click on save, and if you will go here and if you will refresh, here you can see now we have learn more. So in this way you can change this one as well. Then you have this option where it says convert layer type, convert to button. You can convert this to the button as well, just in case if you want to change it into a button. Anyways, you can also change the other slides here as well. So in order to change the other slides, hover over to these slides, and then from here click on second new slides. Let's just change this title. Instead of read more, we can change it to learn more here as well. And then here you have the same thing. You can increase or decrease the size, or you can remove it. You can also change this text here, and then you can also change this text right here as well. Once done, you can click on save here as well. Next up, we have this third slide, and for the third slide as well, you have the same thing. Choose the heading or the big heading, and then you can change any of these text. The concept remains the same. Then for this button right here, you can change this right here in the HTML to learn more, and it will change it to learn more. And then in here, if you want to embed a link in this, you can right click here and see if it gives you option to embed the link. But right here you can see it is not giving you any option to embed the link. So in order to embed the link, you will have to convert this to a button. And once you will convert this to a button, you will have some additional options right here. So in those additional options, what you can do is to click here now, and then you can click here, and then you can click on actions. And once you will click on actions, from here you have the option available to choose how the button will react. So for the button, you can choose simple link, and once you will click on simple link, here you will have to insert the link. So if I go back to our website, and if I open our services page in a new tab, let me just copy the URL of this page, and then let's insert this link here. Once done, click on cross, and then click on save changes. Once you will click on save changes, all of these changes will get updated. Now what you can do is to click on this back button. So next up, let me just show you that how you can start editing all of these pages. So in order to edit these pages, you can click on this edit with Elementor button right here. And once you will click on this edit with Elementor button, the Elementor page builder will start getting loaded. And once it will get loaded, you will see something like this. You will see this blank screen here. Don't worry, it is not blank. If you will click here anywhere, you will see this change, and right here it identifies that we are editing the slider revolution. So in here, we have this main home as a slider selected, which we want to use. So you don't actually want to change anything here. Just keep it just the way it is. Next up, you have this option right here. If you will click here, you can see that this is actually the portfolio list. So these are all the portfolio items coming from the backend of our website. So just to see that how you can edit this, open our website in a new tab, and then go back to the dashboard of our website. And once you will go to the dashboard of our website, right here, you will see this option that says Solene Portfolio. So once you will click on this Solene Portfolio, right here you can see we have all of these portfolio items, and these are actually the portfolio items showing up right here. So for example, we have this bridal bouquet and the blushing bride showing right here. So here we have this blushing bride and the bridal bouquet. So this is how they are showing just right here. Let me show you that how you can add your own portfolio items here. So in order to add your own portfolio items, let's just open our website in a new tab. What you will have to do is to open or click on this add new button. And once you will click on this add new button, you will see all of these options appearing something like this. So first of all, what you will have to do is to insert the title. Let me just open one of these portfolio items from here. So I'll go to the portfolio, and from the portfolio, let's just open this item. So this is actually the title. I'll copy this title, and then I'll insert this title right here. Once the title will get inserted, next up, we actually need some content. So I'll copy this content and I'll insert this content right here. Next up, we have option to insert the excerpt. So I'll copy some of these things and I'll insert it as the excerpt right there. On this panel on the right side, you have the option to choose the portfolio category. You can insert your own category by clicking on add a new portfolio category. And here you will have to insert your category name. So for example, like new category. And then you can click on this add a new category. And once you will add that, this is how it will appear. For now, I'll choose this elegant and happiness. If I scroll down here, you have the option to choose between the portfolio tags and some of these additional settings. Here you have the option to set the featured image. So for the featured image, I'll click on select the featured image and then I'll choose the media library. And once you will choose the media library, we actually have to select one of the featured images. So let's just select one of these featured images. So let's select this featured image and make it as select as featured image. So this one is now selected as the featured image. Now right here in the center of the screen, we have all of these options available. So these are some general option available. Slider shortcut, just in case you want to insert the slider, you can showcase the slider here. Always put content behind header, that is actually the header. And then in here, you don't have to actually update any of these things. Here is actually the sidebar. So in this option, we don't have a sidebar here, so we are not going to change the sidebar. So don't change any of these things here. Here are the portfolio images. So now we have to insert some of the portfolio images. So click there and then click on add to gallery. Here in the media library, we can choose any of those images that you want to insert inside of your portfolio items. You can also upload your own portfolio item just in case you want to upload your own item. So let's just select some of these items. I have chose 6 images here. So I'll choose 6 images and then I'll click on add to gallery and then I'll click on this update gallery and these images will appear just like this. And then right here you have also the option to choose the portfolio image or videos for the single upload. If you want to showcase a single image, you can choose the single image right here. I have already selected these multiple uploads, so don't worry about that. Then this is for the additional sidebar item. So just in case you want to showcase something in the sidebar, you can show it here. So let's just click here and then for the item title, you can type in sidebar title here. And here for the item text, we can insert some lorem ipsum. So I'll copy some of these lorem ipsum from here. Actually, I'll copy this sentence of lorem ipsum from here and I'll paste that right here. All right. Next up, we have this portfolio settings right here. So the portfolio type by default, it is as default. But remember all of those options that we have removed from navigation menu, they are all showing right here. So you can choose them from here. For now, let's just keep it as default. Then show title area, make it default. Don't worry about that. Then portfolio info top heading, don't worry about that. Featured hover image, just in case you want to add the hover image, you can add it here. Then you have some of the additional options available right here as well. We have this header option once again available here. So once again, choose header type. I'm good with the default header that we are using, and then you have some of the additional options available there as well. And then here are the options for the title, and here are for the footer, and here are for the bottom. I'm not going to change any of these details because the only thing you have to change is to insert these gallery options, or you want to insert a single item here, or maybe you want to include something in the sidebar. That's it. And then you have to ensure that you assign a category. Once done, click on publish button. And once you will publish that and open this post in a new tab, you can see this is how it is looking. If you want to get rid of this sidebar, you can see this is the sidebar. What you can do is to go back here. Then you have to scroll down and you will have to remove this thing here that we have added in the sidebar. So simply remove that from the sidebar. That's it. Once done, hit on update button, and once you will click on update button, you can actually go back and then you can refresh. So this is where the description is appearing. You can delete this description from here, or you have some options available here where you can change some of these settings. So for now, what you can do is to actually scroll down here where you will see this option, related portfolio settings. And from here, you will see this option default. You can change it to all of these different kind of items that are available here. For now, let's just change it to portfolio images. And once you will change it to portfolio images, click on update. And once you will click update, you can actually open this one in a new tab. And this is how here you can see your images are looking. And this here is actually the description, and the category that we have assigned is appearing right here. You have different type of templates available for this portfolio item. So for this portfolio settings here, we have selected portfolio images. Then if you have a slider, you can choose portfolio slider from here. And then once again, you can click on this update button. And once you will click on update, after that hit refresh here. And once you will hit refresh, right here you can see this is turned into a slider. One thing that you have to ensure for all of these portfolio items is that make sure you use the exact same dimension of the images for all the images that you want to include in the portfolio. Don't make a mistake like how I am doing. I'm not focusing on any of the dimension of the images. I just chose the random images. So make sure you use the images that have the similar dimensions attached to them. Here you have once again different kind of options available. If you want to choose the portfolio gallery, you can choose the portfolio gallery from here, and then once again you can hit update. And once you will hit update, and if you will go here and now if you will refresh, you will notice that this is now changed into a gallery. So this is how the gallery looks. So in this way you can check all of these options yourself to see that how all of these things works. One last thing that I want to show you in here, and that is this show title area. By default it is set to default. If you want to hide this title area, you change it to no. And if I go back and if I click update once again, and now if I go here and if I update this post, you can see that title area is gone. So you have the control to showcase or hide those title area based on your preferences any way you want. For now, I'll simply change it to probably like portfolio masonry, and then for the column I'll change it to 2 column, and then we can update this. And now if I go here and if I refresh, you can see this is how our masonry portfolio is looking. All right. So this is how you can actually add any number of portfolio items you want, and all of those portfolio items will appear something like this. Now if I go back here and if I go to home, here you can see these are all the portfolio items. So going back to the Elementor editor where we were, this is actually the portfolio. So click right here on the pencil icon, and here you will see this option where it says edit portfolio list. So all the portfolio items that I just showed you is coming from this part. So this portfolio item right here. So here you can see the first option that you have is portfolio list template. For now it is set to masonry. You can change it to gallery, and this is how the gallery looks. You have the image above, and then you have the title at the bottom. Then you have the exhibition option. In the exhibition option, this is how it will look. We want to keep it to masonry, just like how it was. Then for the click behavior, that is when you click over it, what will happen? For now it is set as open portfolio single, that is open portfolio items on a click, and that is fine. Then you have the option to choose the number of columns. For now the number of columns are set to 2. You can change it to 3. It will look something like this, or you can change it to 1 and it will show only 1. For now I'll keep it 2. Space between item, no, we don't want any space between these items. And number of portfolio per page, we have set this to -1, and -1 means set number of items for your portfolio list, enter -1 to show all. So just because you want to showcase all of those items, that is why we set -1. Enable fixed image proportion, no, we only choose the images that we have selected as the featured images, and we don't want to fix the image proportions. Then there are some of the other options. Then here you have the content layout. So in the content layout, you have this item style. So notice when I hover over these items, it is zooming out. So you have multiple options here. You can choose move, and once you will choose move, here you can see when I hover over, it is actually moving. And now if I choose gallery overlay, if I hover over, you can see I have this title as an overlay here, and then you have this overlay predefined. If I hover, now we have this overlay predefined. I'm going to keep the zoom out option right here. Here you can also control whether you want to enable the title. Make sure it's set as yes. If you want to showcase the gallery, you can select yes. For now, if I hover over here, you can see this is the category and there is the title. For the category, if I click no, you can notice that the category is now gone. Let's just keep the category just the way it was showing. So I am comfortable with that. Then you have some additional features, whether you want to enable the pagination. So if you will enable the pagination, like if I choose the pagination, you will see the option to move between all of these pages. Just keep it no, because this is the home page and we don't actually need the long scroll on the home page. Then we have this main title and some additional title here. You can insert those titles if you want. You can insert them. So this is actually how you can set up all of these things right here. Once done, you can click on this update button, and once you will click update, this will get updated. You might have noticed that I haven't talked anything about this title and this excerpt right here. So let me just show you how you can edit this title and this excerpt. So for that, what you can do is to click here on the navigator. And once you will click on navigator, here you will see this option highlighted as the portfolio list. So this is actually the section. If I highlight this, this is the section. Now if I click on this section, you can see this is the section right here. Now if I click on this column, you will notice that this column is now highlighted. And if I click on this heading, you will notice that here is our text. So maybe you want to change this authentic photo to professional photos. So you can change it to like this, professional photos. And for this small excerpt here, you can click on this section title. And then in here, you can change the subtitle right here. So you can change it to enter your own subtitle that display or showcase your own work to your customers so that they can reach out to you. So this is how you can change this title and this excerpt as well. So anyways, these are all the portfolio items, and I already showed you that how you can add any of these portfolio items. Next up, here, right here, we have this image. So if you will click here, you will see this image right here. You can change this image or you can remove this image. That is completely your choice. So in order to remove this image, just select this image and then go to the navigator. And once you will go to the navigator, you will see this image as highlighted. Then right click on it and then click delete. And once you will click delete, here you can see the image has been removed. So in this way, you can remove that image. I'll bring back the image by hitting the Ctrl Z because I want to keep the image. All right. Next up, we have this text right here. Live your magic and save your precious love memories. You can change this heading here as well. And there is the title. Right here, you can type in your own title anyways you want. Here, this is actually the video part. So I'll click right here. And once you will click here, you can see video button. So this is the video button. Right here is the video image. Once you will click on image, you can upload your own image by clicking on select file, and then you will have to upload your own file. For now, I'm going to keep the image that is already here. And then in here, you have this option to embed your own link for this video. So for example, if I want to insert a link for the video, what I can do is to go to the youtube.com, and then I can search for my own YouTube channel. That is Gazanfar. By the way, I have a number of videos available related to WordPress on my YouTube channel. I'm sure that you will find a lot of informative stuff right here. So probably I'll grab one of these videos link. So I'll click here and then I'll click share. And then from here, you can click on copy to copy this URL. and then you can go back on your website that you are editing, and in here in the video link you will have to insert your own link. Now if I click on this video, you will notice that my own video will appear right there. So in this way you can update the video that is showing right there. Next up, we have this number counter section. For the number counter section, these are all the counters. You can click on one of these counters, and then here you will have to assign the digit. For now it is 1 2 3. You can change it to 2 3 4 or anything like that, and it will take you to 2 3 4, and here you can insert your own title. So maybe like industries served, and here you can see the title has been updated. So in this way you can update all of these titles from here. Then next up you have this team member section. So there we are using a team widget, and here is the image of our team member. Here is his signature. That is, when you hover over, you will see his signature right here. So you can insert this signature as well if you want. Here you can change his name. For now it is Maria Smith. You can change it to Marina Smith. And then for the position you can change the photographer to anything that you want. And then next here you have this option to change the link as well. So for the link you can insert your own link for the team member, or you can insert the link of your our team page. So if I go to the home page of our website, I remember that we have inserted a page for our team. So I'll click on the our team page, and this is our team page. I'll copy the URL of this page, and then I'll go back and then I'll insert that URL right here. And that is how actually you can insert all of these options that you are seeing right here. Next up, you have this textual social links. If you will click item, here you can see FB, this is Facebook, and here you can change the social link for the Facebook. Here for the Instagram, you can change it here, and for the Twitter, you can change it here as well. And that is the same concept applied to all of these team member options that you are seeing here. Once done, click on this update, and once you will click on this update, this will get updated. Next up, we have this link showcase option. So for the link showcase, you will have to click here, and this will get highlighted. Now here is a perfect part or a perfect place to showcase the different kind of services that you offer. So for now it has fashion, spring, wedding, event. Here on the item, if you will click on item, here you can see fashion, and right here you can also embed the links as well. Maybe you want to insert the link to one of your services pages or entire services page. So if I go back here and if I open our services page on the website, this is our services page. So maybe you want to link this our services page to these buttons or these services. You can insert those links here, and that is pretty simple. And in order to add those images, simply click on the image, and then in here you can insert any of your images. I'm just updating these URLs so that whenever you will click on this, it will take you to the services. Then you also have different kind of skins available for this option here as well. So for now it is split. You have the option to choose the standard as well. So for the standard, once you will hover over, this will show the images just like this. I'm going to keep the split option that we had. Now you can click update. Next up, we have this logo section. So for this logo section, once you will click here, you will see all of these logos that are listed here. So if you will click on any of these items here you can see this logo. And in order to update this logo, simply click here, and then you can upload your own logos from your media library, or you can select one of those in the media library, and that is how they work. That is really simple. Furthermore, you have some of these options available here as well. Number of columns you can decide. You can decide 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, or 6 columns. That is completely your choice. I'll keep the 5 columns that were there before. Then item horizontal alignment. You can align them towards the left side or the right side or in the center. I'll keep them in the center. And you can choose what do you want to do with the hover effects, because you have couple of images here. So once you hover over, right here you can see it is rolling over. This is called the rollover effect. You can choose the switch images as well. That is when you hover over, it switches to a different image. That is completely your choice. I think I want to keep this rollover because this looks really good. So I'll keep this rollover thing here. Next up, we have this blog post thing here. This is called the blog post widget. So in order to update this title, simply click here, and here you can see you have this section title thing. So this section title, here it says read our blog, here it is read our blog, and here you can change the subtitle as you want. So in order to change that subtitle, you can type in, enter your own subtitle here. So you can type in your own subtitle here. Next up, we have this post widget or the blog list widget. So this blog list widget coming from the blog post that you have added in the backend of your website. So in order to check that, go back to the dashboard of your website. And once you will go in the dashboard of your website, if you will go to this posts, right here, you will see all of these blog posts that you have published in the website. I'm going to remove this hello world post here because that is not required, and that comes by default. And right here you can see it is only taking the post from photography. Probably you want to choose the category and you want to change it to design. So I'll copy this design from here, and if I change this to design, you will notice that all of these different posts are now being changed. So this is how you can also change this post navigation from there as well. So I'll change it back to the photography again. Next up, we have this section. This is now turned as a blank section. What you can do is to select here and then go to styles, and then probably what you can do is to go to advanced, and in the advanced setting where it says Solene parallax, click on parallax image, and right here in this place you can insert an image and that will serve as an parallax image. So let me just show you. Let me select one image here. You can choose different image. It's actually depends on you. Whichever image you want to choose, you can choose those images. That is completely your choice. So let me just choose one of these images that are available right here. This image, and here you can see this image looks very good. And in here you can insert your own title, and here you can insert your own excerpt, and you can change this button as well. So for now it says read more. You can change it to learn more, and you can connect any of your pages on the website with this button right here. Next up, we have these logo section. These logo section can also be used to display some of your value propositions right here. So here, there you can upload some of your custom icons. These are actually the images. By the way, you can get your free icons if you go to Google and search for free icons. This is the website that I generally use, Icon 8. You can get any kind of icons from this website, and that is completely for free. You can download those icons and you can upload those icons here. You can update the title here, and then you can update the excerpt here as well. You can update the subheading here as well. That applies to all of these things. Next up, we have this testimonial section, and in the testimonial section, if I click here, you can see we have all of these options, but in this panel, we do not have any of these options available to insert the testimonials. So in order to insert the testimonials on your website, what you will have to do is to go back to the dashboard of your website. And once you are in the dashboard, you will have to click on this Solene testimonials. So in order to add these testimonials, what you can do is to simply click on add now button right here. And once you will click on this add now button, let me just open one of these testimonials from the desktop. So I'll go to home page here, and once you will go to the home page, what you will have to do is to actually copy the content from one of these testimonials. So, or what you can do is to open a new tab and search for lorem ipsum so that we can use some lorem ipsum there. So open this lorem ipsum, and in here click on generate, and here is the generated lorem ipsum. I'll copy some of this text from here, and then you can go back, and in here you can insert the text. So here you can see the title, here is the text, date and author. Here is the text that you want to insert it here, the title, copy some of this content and insert the title here. Then in here you can insert the date. So I'll randomly insert a date here, and here is the author. So for the author we can just type in John Doe, and for the title I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. And then there are the testimonial categories as well. I'll choose the photography and the wedding, and then I'll hit publish. And once you will hit publish, if you will go back and if you will refresh your website, you will notice that you have testimonials showing right here. Furthermore, what you will have to do is to insert this as a featured image of the testimonial. So I'll randomly copy one of these images and I'll insert this as the featured image. Furthermore, we'll have to increase the text in here. So I'll increase the text and then I'll update this. Once it will get updated, you can go back, and just because the title is the date format is not fine, that is why it is not looking good in our slide. So you'll have to ensure that you use this kind of date format. So we'll have to update the date format as October 29, 2023. I think this is the format. This is how it's looking. So once that's done, click on update, and once you will update that, now if you'll go back and if you will refresh, you can see this is how our testimonial is looking. You can work on it and you can ensure that you type in the correct amount of characters in the testimonials and choose the appropriate image. I'm just showing you that how you can add your own testimonials right here. So I'm going to remove this one from there as well anyways. So I'll go back, and in here you have further options available. In here you can select the type of template. You can choose a vertical testimonial, and here you can see this is how it looks. If I click here, don't worry if it's not showing here. If you will click update, and if you will go right on your website and if you will refresh it, you can see this is how the vertical testimonials look. You also have an option to showcase them as a simple, and this is how the simple testimonials look. I think I'm going to choose the standard layout that was already selected there, and that was actually looking just fine. That's it about this. Once done, you can hit update. Next up, we have this pricing plan, and in here you can showcase different kind of pricing plan. For now, you can change this title, you can change the subtitle, you can also change this pricing in the pricing plan. So these are 3 items here. This is the first item. So in the first item, you have a price of $291. You can change it to 500 probably. And in here, you can type in your own things related to pricing. Then for the second item, you can change the pricing in the same way. And then for the third one, you can change this as well. So in this way, you can change all of these things. Then you have the option to attach the button links as well. In the next phase, when we will be working on adding the e-commerce functionality on the website so that you can sell some of those items on your website, I'll show you that how you can link this button so that people can pay you for these pricing plans. This is also an image. You can change this image as well. Next up, we have this section here. If I click here, these are also the portfolio items, and these right here at the top that we configured were also the portfolio items. So if I'll go down right at the bottom where we were right here, you can see we have a category memory selected here. You can choose these categories. You can go back to the dashboard of your website, and once you are here, if you will go to this portfolio and if you will click on this portfolio categories, you will see that we have a number of categories available related to portfolio here. Remember, this is the category that we added. So I'm going to delete this category from here. You can choose any of these categories. Maybe you want to showcase the happiness category. So copy this and simply insert this happiness here. And once you will insert it, this is how all the posts will appear here. So in this way you can change these images and the posts that are appearing right here, and rest of the things are exactly the same. Next up, we have the last section, which is contact form section. So for the contact form section, if I click here, we have to choose a contact form. So I'm going to choose a get in touch form here, and this is how the get in touch form looks. Nothing fancy here. And then there is an image at the back. And then here is our follow on Instagram, the part of the footer that I already showed you how you can edit that. Once done, you can hit update, and this is how you can update anything on the home page of this website. Once you are satisfied, you can go back and open this website to check that whichever changes you have made are reflecting properly. So right here you can see this is how the home page of our website is looking. Next up, we are going to see that how you can edit the other pages that are there on our website. Alright, so let's just start editing this portfolio page. So click on the portfolio, and once you will click on portfolio, you can see this is how our portfolio page is looking, and you have the complete freedom to edit the layout of this page as well. So for that, simply click on edit page. But before, let me show something here. Just because we have deleted the parent page, this portfolio, if I click on this portfolio, you can see we are getting a 404 error, and we need to fix this 404 error because we don't want to display this portfolio or masonry here. We actually want to show this portfolio for this page right here. In order to fix this, simply go back to the dashboard of your website, and then from here go to the pages. And once you will go to the pages, find out the page titled as masonry, this one right here. Click on quick edit, and then in the quick edit, change this one to portfolio, and then remove this slug from here, and then click update. And once you will click update, this will get updated. Now click on edit, and once you will click on edit, this page will start getting loaded in Gutenberg editor. So from here, what you will have to do is to scroll down here until you will see this option page attributes. Here you will see that we have this option selected as portfolio. I want to remove this from here, and I do not want to choose any of these pages, so I'll click on empty space on our page. Then I'll hit update, and now if we go to this page again, if we check this page in a new tab, here you can see now we only have portfolio here, indicating that this one is the portfolio page. So this is how you can fix that. Now let me show you how you can change the layout of this page. So simply click on edit with Elementor. So once the Elementor page builder will get loaded, you can simply click here, and once you will click here, you can see the option that is selected. So for now it is exhibition with the number of column 2. Here once again you have the option to choose between the layout. You can choose a gallery layout here or a masonry layout, and this is how the masonry layout looks because it's 2 column. If you will change it to 3 column, you will notice that this is how the masonry layout looks. Or you can change it to exhibition again, and in here you can change the number of columns to 2, so that this should look something like this. So that is one way of doing all of these. Once again, you have the option to choose between the categories that you want. Here you will have to insert the categories names, and right here you can read that enter one category slug, leave empty for showing all. If you will leave this one empty, it will show all of those portfolio items that you have on your website. So this is actually how this works. If you will change this number to 3, it will look just fine. Or maybe you want to change the style from exhibition to masonry, and once you will change it to masonry, you can see this is how the masonry layout look. So you have the complete freedom to choose between the layout of how you want to display all of those portfolio items that you have on the website. Furthermore, there are some additional options here. These are for another category, so you can get rid of those items because you already have set it up this widget for all of those portfolio items. Once done, you can click on update, and once you will click on update, this page will get updated. Now if you will go back to this portfolio page, and if you will refresh this page, you will see the updated version that we have just created. Now let me show you that how you can change this header image that you are seeing right here. So in order to change this header image, go back to the page, and once you are there, scroll down, scroll all the way down, further down until you will see this option, elated title. And in the elated title, you can set up the height. For now, you can see this is 107. If I change it to probably like 300 px, and if I update this, and if we go there and if I refresh it now, you can see this one is now bigger. So in this way, you can adjust the height as well, and here you can choose a different image. So in order to change the image, click on this upload button, and here you can upload your own image and choose a different image. Furthermore, you have additional option available here as well. Here, if I choose enable parallax with zoom out image, and if I update it, this is another option that you have available, another effect for this header. So here you can see as I am scrolling down, the image is having the parallax effect plus the zooming as well. So anyway, this is another way how you can edit the title of these things. By the way, if you have made it this far, make sure you hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, and make sure you hit the bell icon so that you get the latest video updates whenever I upload new videos. Make sure you like the video. It is really important for this YouTube algorithm, and this will help me reach more people on YouTube. Alright, so now we have updated this portfolio page right here. Next up, what we can do is to edit our services page. So in order to edit this our services page, this is exactly the same. You will have to click on edit with Elementor. And once you will click on edit with Elementor, the Elementor page builder will start getting loaded. And once it will get loaded, you can see we don't have that header here, and we are using Elementor for this header image. If you will click on this navigator, and if you will click on this section right here, you can see this is highlighted in pink color. And if I click on this column, and if I click on this inner section under the style tab, you can see there we have the image. So you can change this image as well. And then you have the complete freedom to update all of these icons. I already showed you on the home page that how you can edit all of these icons that are showing here. Furthermore, there is the pricing plan, and I showed you that how you can change any of these things on the pricing plan as well. That is very simple. Click on the item, and once you will click on the item, here you can change the title. So for now it is saying premium. You can call it pro or anything that you want, and it will completely get updated just like this. Then here is the price, $491. You can change it to $500 per month, or you can add per month here, and it will get updated. Under there you have all of these features. Change this to where it says relaxing messages, manicure and pedicure. You can change all of these options that you are seeing here. And at the bottom you have this follow us on Instagram thing here, and you can update that as well. Once done, you can click on this update, and once you will click on update, the services pages will get updated. So now if I click on this our services, you can see our services page has been updated. Next up, we have this blog page. So for the blog page, these are all the blog posts that are coming from your dashboard. So if you will go to the dashboard, and if you will go to this posts option here, these are all the blog posts that are automatically showing right here. So in order to update all of these blog posts, you can insert your own blog post right here. And the process is that you will have to click on add new button. And once you will click on add new button, right here you can insert the title for your blog post, and here you can insert the post content itself. Here if you will click on this post tab, right here you will have to insert the featured image, and then you can assign the categories to your post right here. You can also insert the excerpt right there as well. Once done, you can click on publish, and then that blog post will get published on your WordPress website. So that is how you can add any of these blog posts. But let me just show you how you can edit this page. So first of all, I want to remove this blog masonry thing here. For that, click on edit with Elementor. And once you will click on edit with Elementor, the Elementor page builder will start getting loaded. Once it will get loaded, just get rid of this title by deleting this, and once done, click on update button. Rest of these things are coming from the theme, so we cannot edit these things using Elementor. So we'll have to actually go back to our page. So click on exit here so that you can get back to your page. So here you can see we are back to our page, and here under the template you can see we have blog masonry. If you want to choose blog standard, you can choose the blog standard here, and then if you will click update, this will get updated. And now if you'll see your blog page in a new tab, you can see this is how the blog simple page looks. Anyways, I want to keep the blog masonry layout, so I'll choose blog masonry and then I'll hit update. And now if I go back and if I refresh, you can see the layout has been updated again. Now here is again the same problem. This is saying the masonry now, and I want to change this to blog. I also want to remove this masonry thing from here. So first of all, what you will have to do is to go back to all pages, and once you will click on this all pages, you can actually remove this from here. And then for the masonry, here you will find the masonry, click on quick edit and change this one to blog, and just remove this slug from here and then click update. And once you will hit update, now click on this edit button. And once you will click on this edit button until the Elementor page builder will get loaded, scroll there, find this option, page attribute, and then where it says parent page, remove this from here, click on any blank area in your page and then hit update. And once you will hit update, and if you will click on view page, you will see that this is now changed. And once again, in order to change this image, what you can do is to go back into your WordPress dashboard on the blog page, scroll all the way down until you will see an option that says elated title. So for the elated title, you can change this image right there. So you can change all of those images right there as well. Then next up, let me show you that how you can further customize this blog page that you are seeing right here. If I click on this blog again, you can see this is how our page is looking. If you will go to this edit page option here, where it says elated blog, for now only the design category is selected. Change it to default so that it will display all of the blog posts that are available on your website. So there are the design categories, and there should be all the other categories as well. So this photography category here as well. In this way, you can showcase all of your categories on your website. And then here are the number of posts. For now, only 12 posts are showing on one page. You can change this number if you want. Furthermore, you can change the masonry layout. If you want to choose in grid, you can choose in grid, and then you can update it. And then if you will refresh this, you can see this is now in grid. Then you can choose full width as well. If I'll choose full width and if I'll hit update, and if I refresh it now, you can see this is now in full width. So you have this freedom here as well, that you can decide how the masonry layout will look. Furthermore, you have the freedom to decide the masonry number of columns. So maybe you want to choose 3 blog posts in a column, just like now it is looking. Maybe we can keep it 4. And now if I click update here, and now if I go there and if I refresh, you can see now we have 4 blog posts in one row. You can change it again to 3, and the 3 was looking just fine. Next up, you have this pagination type. So for the pagination type, you can choose the different type of paginations that are available here. I am comfortable with this default option. Then you can choose whether you want to display a sidebar. So for now it is set as no sidebar. If you want to showcase a sidebar, you can choose whether the right sidebar or the left sidebar, and then you have the option to choose the proportion. So if I choose 1/3 right, and if I hit update here, now if I go there and if I refresh, you will see a sidebar on the right side. All right, and the same thing applies here. If I'll choose left and if I hit update, and if I go back there and if I refresh, you can see now we have sidebar on the left side. And then maybe you can adjust the number of columns to 2 columns. And then if I update this and if I go back, you will notice that the layout will look quite better now. All right, so this is how you can control everything on this blog page. So next up we have the About Us page. So for the About Us page, click on About Us. And once you will click on this About Us page, you can see this is how the About Us page is looking. There is nothing fancy there or new there on the About page. However, let me show you how you can edit this. So in order to edit this, simply click on Edit with Elementor. And once you will click on Edit with Elementor, the Elementor page builder will start getting loaded. And once it will get loaded, you will see something like this. So in order to update this image that you are seeing here, click on the navigator, then click on the section, expand this, then click on column and expand this, click on the inner section and expand this. Make sure you click on the style tab. So once you will click on style tab, you will see this image, and then you can change this image from here. You can choose any of your images and that will get updated automatically. Right here you can see how this got updated. You can also change the title here as well, and here are some additional things. So if you will click here, you can change this image, and this is simply the text title and the text excerpt. So you can change image here, you can change this text excerpt thing here. Then there is additional title, subtitle and some excerpt here. You can change all of these things. And then there is this progress bar. So click on this progress bar and here you can choose the percentages. So maybe you want to choose 85%. So it will get updated to 85% now. For this 70%, maybe you want to make it 50%. Now it will update it to 50%. So this is actually how you can handle these progress bars here. Then once again, we have these team members here. So for the team members, click on Edit Team. And once you will click on Edit Team, here you can change the image that you are seeing here. You can change the signature. You can change this name from Maria Samit to Marina Samit probably, and then you can change her position, and then you can insert the links for social media as well. The same thing applies to all of these professionals here. Next up, you can showcase this for services. I already show you how you do that, but once again click here, and from here there you will see all the options. So here it says fashion, you can change it to anything you want. Here you can insert the link. For now I'll remove this link, and in order to change the image, click on this image and then you can click on add to gallery, and from here you can choose your own image or you can upload your images. Then you have this option to choose between the layout. For now it is set as split. You can choose the standard. If you will choose standard, you can see this is how it looks. Whenever you hover over this text, these images appear. So this is the standard layout. I'll choose the split because split looks fine. Next up, you have this logo section. I already showed you how you can edit these logos. Simply click on items and update these logos. From here, you have this option item hover animation. You can choose the rollover, and once you will choose rollover, you can see this is how rollover works. Next up, you have this testimonials. For the testimonial, you can choose a standard layout, and this is how the standard layout look. You can choose a vertical layout, or you can choose the simple layout. That is your choice. But all of these testimonials, they are coming from the dashboard. If you'll go to the dashboard of your website, And then here you will notice you have this option Solene testimonial, so that you can insert all of those testimonials right there. All right, next up we have this footer. So in order to edit this footer, simply click here and you can change any of these text here. So your Instagram profile here, Instagram profile here, and then in here it says it seems the Instagram is not connected. You can remove this. And where it says Solene at codeinteractive.com, you can change this one to your email address at email.com. You can change it like that. And make sure you remove this from here. Right here, you can insert the social media links. And in here, you will have to update this thing as well. So where it says 2020 copyright, you can change it to 2023 copyright. And here your website name here. Once done, you can click update, and once you will hit update, this page will get updated as well. So in this way, you can update the about us page as well. So in order to edit the contact page, simply click on this contact, and once you will click on contact, you will see something like this. In order to fix this, click on edit with Elementor. And once you will click on edit with Elementor, the Elementor page builder will start getting loaded. From here, click right there. And from here, select a contact form. And now you want to choose this contact form. So once you will choose contact form, this is how your contact form will look. Then you have few styles available if you want to choose any of those. I think we'll keep it on default because that one looks just fine. Then you can change this title as well, get in touch, and change it to have a question. We would love to answer. All right. Then in here, you can change the email. So email at email.com. And then right here, you can insert your address, and here you can insert your phone number. Here you can insert your Instagram link. I want to get rid of this thing from here. And once again, you can edit this footer here. So where it says Solene, you can change it to email at email.com. And then you can change the URLs in these social media links. And once again, you have this option for this footer credit, change it to 2023 copyright. And here it will be your website name. And remove this title link from there as well. Once done, click on update. And once you will update that, your contact page will be ready. Now, if I go back and if I show you this contact page, you can see this is how our contact page is looking. Now, if I hover over to this about page, you can see we have additional page that was our process. So if I click on our process, you can see this is how our process page is looking. So in order to edit this process page, the process is simple. Click on edit with Elementor. And once you will click on edit with Elementor, the Elementor page builder once again will start getting loaded. In order to fix these columns, click on the navigator, click on section, click on column, and then click on inner section, go to the style tab, and here you will find this image. You can change this image to any image you want. So now click here, and here you can see you have these options: item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 items available you have. You can change this image, you can change this custom mark to 1, you can change it to simple 1, or you can change it to 001, anything that you want to display. You can change this title right here, and then you can change this text right there as well. The same thing apply to all of these steps right here. Then the image position you have, you can change it to right. If you will change it to right, you can see whole layout is now switched to the right. So this is how you can fix all of these things. Once done, you can click on update, and once you will hit update, this will get updated. Next up, you have this footer. Once again, you can get rid of this thing from here and keep this follow me on Instagram and hit update. Once you will hit update, this will get updated. Now let's go back and let's review this page in a new tab. So here is our process page, and here you can see this is how it is looking. Now the last page that we have is our team page. So if I click on our team page, you can see this is how our team page is looking. I already showed you on multiple places that how you can edit this our team page. The process is exactly the same. So if I click on this edit with Elementor button, you will see the Elementor page builder will start getting loaded. And once it will get loaded, you can see here are all the team members. So in order to edit any of these, simply click here, and then you can change their images any ways you want. You can change any of these options. If you want to add more team members, simply click here, right click there, and then click on duplicate. And once you will click on duplicate, this will get duplicated and you will have more option to add more people here. That is how you will manage this team page. Once done, click on update, and now you can go back to the home page of our website. So this is all about the phase 1 of this course, or the part 1 of this course. I hope you have learned something new from this video. If you have learned something new from this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, be sure to hit the bell icon, and make sure to like this video and leave a comment if you have any questions. Thank you very much. I'll see you in another video.